This is a casual beer review. Casual beer review. We got one today for you. All right, so I got a casual beer review today. We're gonna talk about Phase 3 Hop Butcher. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing. A casual beer review today. We got Phase 3. I've got it in my lovely Hop Butcher glass. Hey YouTube, how you doing? It's been a few weeks since I've recorded on YouTube. So it's a nice day out today. We just moved to a new house here in Elkhart, Indiana, and I haven't done any videos for a couple weeks. So it's a nice, beautiful day out. I thought, like, why not do some day drinking and try out a beer. And one of the beers I'm gonna try out today and review for you is a beer that I've tried a few times. One of my goals about beer reviews is to not have them be beers that I've already been drinking and I want to try it for the first time. But this Phase 3, the double dry hop Mosaic and Sabro double Creme has been one of my favorite beers. And somehow I ended up with 8 cans of this beer. I'm not going to tell you how many cans I have left. And I think I've only, nope, I haven't shared any of them. So the review is going to be a little off because I've already tasted it and I really enjoy it a lot. As I told you before, my review system is number one is a drain pour. Like, don't even drink any more of it. Take a sip. It's not good. Dump it out and move on with your life, because life's too short to be wasting your time on really bad beer. Number two, if it's a number 2 rating, that means it is a beer that I will drink half of it and trade the rest of it, or give to local friends that they might enjoy it. It means I probably like the beer a little bit. And number 3 is I'm keeping all those beers and I am going to maybe share with friends locally if I go to a beer share. It's something I would take to a beer share with me. The great thing about the Creme is this, like I said, it's a double dry hop Mosaic and Sabro beer from Phase 3 Brewing Company. They just took over Lake Zurich Brewing, the outfit in Lake Zurich up there in north end of Chicago. Great spot. I've not been up there, but I've heard really good things about it. And then we've kind of been shut down for the COVID-19, and Illinois is like really on a shutdown right now. They're not doing anything really in Illinois yet. Hey buddy, how are you? Very good, man. Take care. How's the dogs? Georgie. All right, sorry for the interruption. I have a neighbor that walks down a lane that I have. He has 3 dogs that they go nuts when they see my 2 dogs since we're outside today. I've got Banks and George out here. I'll show you guys those guys in a minute. But yeah, the Phase 3 Creme, it's a great beer. I love Sean the brewer. He used to brew at Moore Brewing Company, and just over a year ago, he opened up his own thing called Phase 3, which is really cool. I've always been a big supporter. I love their beers, and I thought it was time to really kind of talk about them on YouTube. I haven't had a chance to really do that yet. All right, so I stopped recording. I'm glad I just realized I stopped recording so I can do this again. But I poured this in my beautiful Hop Butcher glass. The great thing about this glass is you can get a 16-ounce beer in here and still have some room. I love this Phase 3 beer because it is they call it the Creme series. They've done a few different hops in it, which I really enjoy. But this one is with oats and milk sugar, and all the Creme series are like that. And so they remind me a lot of the monkish beers I like to drink and the other half beers I like to drink. So that's why I like this a little bit. It's easier for me to get a hold of these. Like I told you guys earlier, I probably landed more of these beers than I really thought I would land. I would say, I'll give a number to it, I have 8 or 9 of these cans. I have different friends that give me beers in Chicago, and I did not realize I'd asked all of them for these beers. But let's take a drink of it, and I'll talk a little bit about the flavors of it. God, that's good. So as you can kind of see, it has that beer mosa look for me. I love the beer mosa look of a double IPA. I like the West Coast IPAs as well, but I really like the cloudy stuff that you can't really see through. A rule for me that you guys might not know, if a beer has hazy in the name, I try not to drink it. If they try to describe the beer as hazy, I try not to drink it, because those beers are usually not hazy. Go with a beer that really understands what they're making, and they don't try to tell you a marketing term that it's hazy. This beer drinks very limeish up front, with a little bit of coconut on it. And because of the Sabro that it has in it, which is something I try to stay away from, there's a little bit of a pine feel to it. But for some reason, if a beer came out and had a Sabro hop in it, I used to kind of tend to stay away from it. But the Sabro hops over the last month have really just appealed to me. I don't know if there's something about what they're mixing with. I've had some beers with Citrus Sabro. This is Mosaic Sabro. Mosaic's one of my favorite hops. It gets a really dank smell to it, dank flavor to it. But that's what this beer is. It's fantastic. I'll cheat and say I would rate it a 3. It's definitely a beer that I've only shared with friends while we were moving last weekend, and I'm about to run out. But I'm hoping that they do more of these. They've done 2 or 3 of the Creme series beers from Phase 3. I've done my best to try to make sure I get them because I don't live in Chicago. But if you are in the Chicagoland area, or if you know somebody that gets Chicago beers, you can trade with them or get them to mule with you, you should definitely do that. So that's my casual beer review. Sitting outside, got the phone, I got the headband on, I haven't done my hair today. I mean, come on, man. I decided to do a video. I want to get something out to you guys today, and have a great day, guys, and I'll see you next beer.